right. Welcome to a very special GNL show.
Tonight it's all about the kids. Our hosts are
children!
GregC96. The children spam over there, and I am Captain Hook 5150.
Let's roll the intro that I totally forgot to make a very special intro for, because I suck.
Okay.
And let's hope it works. It looks like it's working. I don't know if we have audio.
We bring you the
I don't hear
GNL show.
I have my sound muted, all of it. I'm just kind of guessing when you guys are talking.
Oh, okay. Well, you're doing a good job.
Nope, audio worked.
It worked on the stream. That's all that matters.
Yep. That's all
I'm
that
used
matters.
to with XSplit, I would hear it in my monitors. I don't hear it anymore. Because OBS Studio is great for a lot of things. But unfortunately, one of them is not that specific feature.
Okay. Well, you can't ask for everything.
Exactly, especially in free software.
That's true.
So, guys,
How's it going tonight, gentlemen?
not too
Good.
bad. We are about 14 and a half hours into Extra Life 2016, which means we have 10 and a half hours left to go.
9.5.
No, we lose an hour
Oh,
tonight.
because of the time. That's right.
Which
That's right. I keep
we were
forgetting
doing
about-
these schedules when we were figuring it out, and I didn't realize that I scheduled myself right through the fall back. So I gave
Oops.
myself an extra hour. That would have been an extra hour to sleep, which would have been fantastic. See,
Right, we
actually,
didn't
that's
think
the
this
nice
through.
thing for you. You're going to basically take like a 3-hour nap after this to get back up. At least it's going to be 4 hours, because you get the extra hour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
So you'll at least
Good
get
point.
a little extra time to sleep before you jump on, because Tim is the man, and he's getting back on at like 3 a.m. his time. He's being a boss. He's coming
I'm
on
taking
to help
one
out
for the-
Greg.
Well, I'm here to help you, too, Greg.
Mhm.
One thing
And,
I
you
did
know,
find
we're gonna
out
get
is
more
at
money for
7 in the morning,
children's.
I didn't have a lot of toxic people in CSGO.
Yeah, at that time you won't find a lot of toxic people, but like...
Bad players.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of just any time of day, really. Sam and I played
Uh,
a game earlier, and like our teammates were not that great.
Well, I had one really bad team. We ended up tying that game.
Sam, as my teammate, was not great.
I'm trash. He reported me.
I reported him for griefing because he missed the easiest shot ever.
Griefing's griefing.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Sam was like, report me, and I did.
Did you vote to kick anybody?
Not in that game.
That game. Okay.
Actually, that was the only game I played today. Sam's game before that, one kid wanted to get kicked, and one idiot on the team would not kick him.
Yeah.
Why?
He was asking to be kicked because he just didn't want to be in the game anymore.
Yeah, so the purpose behind the game is basically there was this one guy, Yellow, who was incredibly toxic and not listening to
Incredibly
anybody
toxic and
throughout the whole
incredibly
game.
racist.
Yeah, I muted him like round 6, but nobody else did for some reason. And then Green was just like, I hate all of you, please kick me. And then somebody just wouldn't kick him, probably Yellow.
Probably. But yeah, like Yellow was dropping N-bombs and stuff, and Sam was like, yo man, this is for the children, and muted him.
Yeah. I did.
That's
I did say
fantastic.
that.
I'll have to go back and look at the VOD of it.
Yeah. The nice thing
Oh.
is, it's at the beginning of the Sam VOD, so
Okay.
it'll be pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
I do just want to say one thing before we get into this. I am officially announcing my return back to Big Box with the approval of Greg.
Yay! Yeah, he's approved. Don't worry about it. He's back.
Thumbs up.
That was something we've been kind of going back and forth on for the past probably like 3 weeks or so. We've been talking about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, realistically, we've been talking about it for like.
I mean,
2
we've been
months.
talking about it since like you left Big Box, but
Yeah.
but we've been really seriously talking about it like leading up to Extra Life, and
Sweet.
yeah. So Sam is back, which
Thank
means
God.
hopefully that means I don't have to be the social media director anymore.
I did not agree to that.
He'll eventually do it. We always succumb to pressure here in Big Box. We do way more than we should.
Mm.
Did you say? Are you calling me fat?
Dude, okay.
Did
Literally,
you say we weigh more?
I said we do way more than we should.
Oh, W-A-Y, not
Yeah.
W-E-I-G-H. Gotcha. Okay.
Speaking of weighing more than we should, I got munchies for tonight, and that included 2 chicken quesadillas, a 2-liter of Mountain Dew, and a big old bag of Wachusett sour cream and onion potato chips.
Ooh.
That is how I'm getting through tonight. Not sleep.
Wow.
Caffeine, chicken quesadillas, and potato
Sugar.
chips.
Sugar.
And I
Okay.
have some chocolate chip muffins in the cabinet if times get tough, plus half of a birthday cake left over. So,
Nice.
I'm in a good mood, and I think there's still some slow roasted center cut pork loin left over from my dinner last night,
Ooh.
and that can get me through a couple hours.
Yeah.
That sounds tasty.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
so
does.
remember when we first started the GNL and it was like,
No,
I mean,
Tim
like
was not
that-
here for it.
I'm talking more to you, Greg.
Oh, well, that would explain it.
Because I mean, when it first started, like we had topics that we would talk about, and now we just kind of ramble on for an hour. Like it has degraded so much, and I love it.
Well, actually, it's funny because there's a couple of factors. One is we do it live now.
Mhm.
Sure.
Because we used to
That is also
pre-record
true.
it, and I used to edit the crap out of it.
That is true.
2, it's kind of fallen out of a technology show like it originally was. Because
Mhm.
our group of people is not so much core technology enthusiasts anymore. Because if you look at the 4 core members of Big Box, it was 3 or 4 hardcore computer programmers. That's not the demographic anymore.
No.
And
Yeah.
that being said, personally, at least like since we've been doing it live since basically the beginning of 2016, we've actually been doing it live almost weekly. We've had a couple of weeks where we couldn't do it. Personally, I think the shows that we've done the least preparation for, they've kind of been the best ones.
Yeah, I mean,
Few
they've been interesting.
exceptions. They've been really good
yeah.
shows. So I'm kind of okay with that.
My favorite show was the one that you and Durd did when I was gone.
That was the worst show
That
ever.
was awesome. I thumbed it up and shared it. And
Well, when I opened a GNL show on my OBS tonight to try to get it set back up, it was the overlay for just me and Durd, and I was like, oh boy, I don't want to think about that.
did you get a little PTSD off of that?
I was scared. I was scared, Tim. I was scared.
I don't blame you.
That was well, okay, so basically, if I remember, what was that show? That was, I still technically wasn't supposed to be on the computer yet. Because I was still in the middle of recovering from my concussion.
It was the first Sunday of October.
Yeah, so it was like right after I was given clearance to start doing things again, and I was still not supposed to be on the computer. I was just super tired because I was sleeping like 16 hours a day back then.
Yes.
And Gordo had just worked a full day, and he was complaining because he was tired and he doesn't like his job, which is what he
And he's
always
Gordo.
does.
Yeah.
And I think he was complaining because I called him Gordo and not Durd.
Oh, probably yes.
That sounds about right.
And it got started like an hour late.
Oh my god! You know what? That's what it was. I was like, dude, I'm feeling tired. We're gonna do this an hour early.
Yep.
It started on time for our normal time.
Yeah.
Because he drove me up a tree that night because he's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna restart my computer so I don't have any problems. I didn't notice instead of clicking restart, he was clicking update and restart, which actually happened to Sam right before Sam's section of stream tonight.
No, I made sure I clicked restart, not update and restart, and then Windows was just like, it's just a prank, bro. And then I had to update, and I was just like, okay.
But yeah, so he does that, and he's like, it's being really slow. And then finally, it's like 5 minutes before the show's supposed to start, and I was like, wait, Gordo, you have an iMac with a built-in webcam. And he's like, yeah, but that would be a hassle to set it up. And I was like, dude, it's 2 cables. It's power and Ethernet. And he's like, yeah, but then I have to, like, move stuff.
Because I think that's
Yeah.
the point that you sent me a text saying I'm done.
I think so. Oh, my God. And then, like, in the middle of the day today, he was like, yeah, my computer just stopped working in the middle of the stream. So I actually realized... when it goes out of the stream like that, it doesn't auto rehost if they start streaming again. So we had nothing going on the Big Box Twitch for like an hour today.
Really?
Yeah, because Gordo had to restart his stream.
Oh.
And when he restarted his stream, he only restarted YouTube.
Oh.
Because he was like, I want to stream on my YouTube and not stream on the Big Box Twitch because I don't want to be a part of this team.
That's verbatim, right?
Not quite.
Probably.
I took some creative liberties there.
You paraphrased a little bit.
Paraphrased a little bit. I mean,
Okay,
like,
well,
yeah, he's an interesting character. We love him, but he's interesting.
he's
Durd. It's the only word for it.
he's dirt.
He's
Yes.
Durd. Oh God.
Technology challenged.
Yeah, technologically challenged.
Yes, thank you. I knew I was screwing that up.
Yeah. So how'd your section of stream go this morning?
Mine, it went well. I surprised some viewers because I had glasses on because I have contacts in, and I'm like, I'm not going to wear my contacts for 24 hours. I don't think so.
Yeah.
so
As
so
it
I had-
starts getting later, my glasses are gonna be on as well.
Oh, when I get back on at 3, I'll have my glasses back on.
Yeah.
So I had surprised some viewers with that, and some people did not really want to watch CS:GO at 7 in the morning, which is fine because after 2 games, and the 2 games actually went pretty quick.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I saw you did Minecraft this morning.
I
Because I think
went
I
and
jumped
did,
onto the Mad Pack stuff.
Yep, I did Mad Pack 2, and then I did some paintball on Hypixel.
Ooh, some throwback.
Yeah, and then I got invited to a viewer jumped on and invited me to play Skywars with him, and I'm very bad at Skywars,
I am too.
so we didn't last very long. I was trying to give him stuff, and in the process of me doing this, I had distracted him, and he got shot and killed. I mean, this is like within the first minute that the game started.
Oh, that's really
So then
bad.
I'm like, so then I said, I will get revenge for you. And then I got shot
Oh.
off my little island.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Rough.
Yeah. And then I turned it over to Durd.
Yeah. And then when Durd turned it over to Sam, what did you start with? We started with some Counter-Strike, and then Sam and I played some Keep Talking and No One Explodes, because we haven't played that in a long time. It was that bomb defusal game.
Oh, okay.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. We are bad.
We're trash.
So the bomb exploded, is that what you're
A
saying?
couple of times.
More
Yeah.
times than not.
Let's just put it this way. If we were T-side, we won.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, unfortunately, in that case, we were CTs, though. Forgot the code.
Oh. I've seen that being played, and I just
I keep
I would
trying to
screw
put 8675309, and it just doesn't work.
Jenny, who can I turn to? I would screw that up so bad.
It's hard. It's pretty complicated, and especially because we haven't. Because like last time we did the videos on it, we played a bunch of games like all back to back to back, but we haven't
Yeah.
touched it in like 6 or 7 months.
Ah.
And I just saw it in his library today. I was like, we're playing that.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times, great oldies.
Yeah. So I legitimately just have one topic for tonight. The only reason we're doing this tonight is because I didn't feel like streaming again tomorrow night, because I feel like most of us are going to be pretty tired.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're doing this today. I got a new mic set up.
Oh,
my topic.
yes.
So this mic you're hearing me on now is surprisingly really good sounding.
Sounds good.
I personally think it's softer a little bit. It doesn't have as much pickup, but it also doesn't pick up as much background noise comparative to my Yeti.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it sounds better than the Yeti, or at least the same. And this microphone costs like $30 on Amazon.
Sweet. Plus,
And I'm also
it's,
using a cheap XLR cable, which also doesn't help.
right. It's pimpalicious, if I remember right.
Yeah, it is pimpalicious. It is gold. It has a gold grill.
Oh yeah.
It is amazing. That being said, I find it obnoxious when YouTubers have their microphone in their face cam, so I'm not ever going to be showing my Pimpalicious microphone. Because I can keep it right down here, out of frame, and it picks up my voice fine.
Yeah, but it looks better when it's covering your face.
Oh, that's right. You're right. I need to continue the stream like this evening to block my face, since I don't want to scare the children we're streaming for.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, never mind. I can't make a joke like that. Ignore me.
It's a children's stream, Sam. You said I can't make a joke like that, so I tried to call you Gordo.
Oh, shots fired.
But yeah, so on top of this, though, one of the things I did do is, even though this is a relatively cheap microphone, I invested properly in the audio interface so that down the road I can invest in a quality microphone.
I saw that you had posted that on, was it Twitter?
I think it was just in GroupMe, because I was looking for a decent audio interface, and I was like, well, I travel a lot, and I've had to try to figure out how to do podcasts while traveling, and my headset mic doesn't work anymore. So last time I traveled,
at all?
Yeah, it just doesn't work on that headset.
Oh. Rip.
I don't know what happened to it, but I was...
My cat ate it.
Probably. So the last time I was traveling and we were doing the podcast, it was on the internal mic from my MacBook Pro, which is why I sounded like trash.
That would make sense.
It was as bad as the time I tried to podcast from my car on my way home from work. I've done some crazy things for you guys.
That was god awful. I remember that.
Yeah, that was something. That was back before we did this new format.
Yes, correct.
So I was like, okay, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in and get the Blue Icicle, which, for those of you who are not super familiar with microphones, basically what the Icicle is it takes a mini USB, plugs into this little white tube thing, which is the Icicle, and that goes to an XLR connector, and has a gain control knob on it. So it's like really super small, and it allows you to plug a XLR studio microphone into a USB port. I go online. I don't usually shop at Guitar Center, but when I want something like same day, I'll try to go to Guitar Center because it's the only like local music store now in my area.
Okay.
It says they have them online. Great. Other thing I look at is, because I was looking at the Behringer Euphoria UM2 for a while.
Okay.
I think we were discussing that because I was like, well, looks like it should be what I need, and it's actually pretty cheap because that's like $30.
They make good equipment, Behringer does.
Yeah, but I read some reviews on it, and apparently that particular model breaks a lot. Probably
that's a problem.
$30 economy model.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. I was like, because my mom was trying to figure out what to get me for my birthday, because I had no idea what I wanted. So I was like, okay, Mom, I want this. And she's like, okay, order it. And I was like, better than that, we can go to the store and get it today.
Yes.
And I was like, and she was like, okay, yeah, we'll go for a ride. Because I think we actually picked it up on my birthday. Like, I think it was yesterday that we went and picked it up. So we went to the store, and I'm like, yeah, I want the Blue Icicle. It says you guys have them online. And he's like, I don't think we have the Icicle in store. And I was like, okay, so what is the closest single-channel USB audio interface that you have in store, closest in price? He's like, okay, well, it's kind of going to be a step up in price a little bit, but the next closest thing we have is the Scarlett Solo. Scarlett's a really good brand. My buddy uses one. It's like $100. So it's only like $40 more. And it's like an all-metal enclosure instead of the cheap plastic.
That's good for traveling.
Yes. And it has built-in... It's a quarter-inch jack, but that's okay because I have plenty of quarter-inch to eighth-inch headphone jack adapters. It has a built-in monitoring port on it. So not only is it the audio interface, it works as a sound card. So I can plug my headphones in for real-time monitoring, like the Yeti had, which I like.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I ended up getting that. And then I spent like 3 hours trying to get it to work because their drivers for Windows suck.
Yeah.
And but now it works, and I really like it, and it even has a second line in for like a guitar. So technically, I could hook up two microphones if I had a microphone that went to a quarter-inch jack.
Yeah, you could.
But
very
there's
easily.
no reason to use a quarter-inch jack microphone since I have the XLR channel.
Right.
Because the other thing is that would only be able to be a dynamic since it doesn't have a phantom power injector on that.
Correct, sir.
That being said,
Which usually wouldn't be a problem because any microphone that has a quarter-inch jack is not going to need phantom
Right.
power anyway.
but that being said, somewhere in a drawer behind me here, I have a phantom power injector. Because for a little while, I was trying to kind of just, basically, I got the $30 microphone as an experiment. Because I was like, well, if I can make that sound good on just a standard 1/8-inch jack with my laptop, that's my travel mic. Because I don't care if I break a $30 mic.
You have the weirdest stuff just laying around your house. You know that?
I know, I do.
Like, who just has that laying around?
Well, yeah. I also, random AMD A8 processor that went into the big box server.
Yeah. Oh, I just happen to have a processor laying around.
I found this $150 processor in my closet,
Only you, Greg.
I'm weird.
Yeah. I have the Line 6 UX2 interface, and I would not recommend that for traveling.
Yeah, you've had a lot of issues with that just in general.
It is, well, number one, it's like really light, and it's kind of made, it doesn't feel sturdy. I mean, it's really got some really nice features, but
Is it the one that has like the 2 gauges on it?
Yep.
So
and
it's 2 channels and then 2 like instrument inputs. That one.
You can have 2 XLRs, and then you can have 2 quarter-inch jacks.
Okay.
2 quarter-inch go
So I
into
think
it.
I'm looking at it then because I was just curious what it was. So I'm looking.
Yeah,
at
if you
it.
just look at the UX2, Line 6 UX2, there's only one model of it.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's the UX1 and then there's the UX2. I have the UX2. But you have to run the Pod Farm 2 program with it in order for it to work correctly, because I believe that's why I had some issues with it before. I don't know.
That's weird.
My other one that I have...
Because every once in a while, your UX2 will just make you sound like you've inhaled some helium.
Yeah. My other one that I had, the first one that I have, which is a cheaper one, it's an audio box USB interface. It's like half the price of the Line 6 one.
Yep.
It's like metal casing on it, and it feels a lot sturdier, and I never had a problem
Well,
with
that's
it.
like with this thing, which is super nice. How much did the UX2 cost?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. I could look. I got it off Amazon, so.
Oh, okay. So you didn't pay full price, but. That's a $200.
I think I paid $150 for it. Let me
That's not
look at
too
my
bad.
orders.
That's a $200 mixer, though. Interface, though. You should not have those kind of problems with a $200 interface.
Wouldn't think so.
Because once I got the
August
drivers
6th.
configured on the Solo, and that was annoying. Literally, the drivers was the only annoying part. Because like literally, once I got the drivers working, I configured the microphone once, and I was fine.
$149.99 is what I paid for it.
And this thing, I tested it on my Mac too, since that's what I'll be using when I travel. I literally just plugged it in, clicked Scarlett Solo for my sound card and my sound device, and it just worked.
Nice.
So
The only issue I had with the audio box one is with the drivers, it was something weird that I don't remember exactly how it is now, but you had to set it to mono and not stereo for the microphone. If you set it to
Yes.
stereo, it wouldn't pick it up.
Yeah. Oh, for me, it's if I set mine to whatever my source is, or in Windows, if I have my mic set to stereo, I only get left channel audio.
Yeah. So you have
Because-
to click it to mono.
Yeah, because if you're recording from one microphone, you don't get true stereo.
Correct.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this interface was $100, and in that $100, it came with like a bunch of like stock soundtracks for like drum track. Oh, that was Sam's computer fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it came with like a bunch of like stock music stuff for mixing, as well as like a license for Ableton Live and some other pieces of software.
Oh,
So like that was cool.
nice.
And if you buy it on Amazon, you can get a bundle for $180, which includes the mixer, those like software licenses and stuff, a pair of Scarlett Studio monitors, and a microphone.
Really?
Like that's not bad. In fact, I think that's my recommendation for people who want to get started into YouTube.
That's a very well-priced starter kit.
Yeah, especially because since it's the proper, like a really nice USB audio interface with monitoring on it,
Yeah.
that allows you to just go way up in mic quality when you're ready to.
Go ham.
Yeah. Because that's not bad. 'Cause
No.
and like it's zero latency for the monitoring, which is nice.
Yes.
Because some of them are not zero latency.
What are you drinking? It looks like you're drinking like a
It is
40
a
of Mad Dog
it's
2020.
It's a 2-liter Mountain Dew.
Oh, so it's chroma keyed
Yeah,
out.
it's getting keyed. That's what I was telling you earlier, or I was attempting to explain earlier.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can make a bottle cut out in my face.
That makes sense now. All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So the Cubs won the World Series.
Cubs, holy cow! Yeah, I kind of find it funny. It's karma coming back at the Cleveland fans that were giving Golden
I
State
know.
crap for blowing a 3-1 lead, huh?
I know. And then they lost at 8-7.
Yep. I should have just so people know, I'm a White Sox fan, so
I'm a Red Sox fan. So I'm not happy to see the Cubs win.
I heard it.
Penguins.
Then again, like actually honestly, both teams had an insane amount of former Red Sox players on them.
That's true.
There were
Well,
like
look,
7 or 8 former Red Sox players in the World Series.
that really shouldn't surprise you for Chicago though, because look to see, they got Theo.
Yeah. Well, and then with Cleveland, they got Terry Francona.
Yeah.
So like it definitely doesn't surprise me. But like yeah. What I find one of the things I found funny about it, there were 2 stories that came out. There's this one dude, he was 85 years old. He lived he was very ill. He lived just long enough to hear that the Cubs won the World Series and died shortly after that. And then there was this other person who they're one of the oldest people in the world right now, and they've been alive. They were less than a year old for the Cubs' first World Series win, and they're still alive for this one.
You mean their last World Series win?
Yeah, the one 108 years ago.
They're old.
Yeah, they're just shy of 109 years old. And now they can die happily. They've gotten the 2 Cubs World Series wins that'll ever happen.
Well, I don't know. They're set to win for the next couple of years, so
Yeah, if they're pitching,
as long
can
as they
hold
stay
up.
healthy.
As long as I think the biggest thing is if their pitching can hold up. I think that's what cost the Red Sox this year is they did not have solid pitching. Because it doesn't matter how many home runs you can hit if your pitchers are giving up more.
That's true. White Sox know that all too
It doesn't matter
well.
if you have Ortiz hitting 40 home runs as a 40-year-old. And then Mookie Betts.
Steroids test him.
Yeah. You mean they've been doing since 2003?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Test him more.
here's the thing. We had 3 hitters with more than 30 home runs each this season.
Really?
David Ortiz had 39. Mookie Betts, the tiny little dude, had 34. And then
People named Mookie just make me laugh.
it is a funny name. And then Hanley Ramirez had 33 or 34 also. So those 3 guys made up over 100 home runs.
Test them. They're juicing.
Ortiz
HGH.
has been clean since 2003, my friend.
They got ways around it.
Yeah, now you sound like everyone who doesn't like the Red Sox.
The cream and the clear and all that other crap.
Whatever, man.
No, I
just-
can guarantee you there's stuff out there that people are taking we don't know. And I'm not saying that the Red Sox are taking or anything.
No, I know. And honestly, with Ortiz, I guess just because of the character of who he is, I really, really, really want to believe that he has been clean.
That would
but-
be nice, yeah.
But there are questions when someone is in their 40s having the highest home run season of the past 4 or 5 seasons. This is one of the best seasons he's had ever. He hit over 300 for the entire course of the season.
That's pretty damn impressive for his age.
He was like number 1 in the league in like 6 different things, and he broke so many records this season. I'm gonna look up his 2016 stats real quick.
Okay. But like Hank Aaron, he never had any outlandish home run totals per year. I mean, he kept having, pretty productive totals up until towards the end of his career, which is, late 30s. So, I mean, it is possible.
Yeah. I mean, let's see.
Plus, Boston is his effing city.
It is. It is his effing city.
Yes.
And this year was his effing retirement.
That's right.
So in 626 plate appearances this year, only 537 of them were actually at bats. So he got walked almost 100 times in his 40s. He had 169 hits, 48 of which were doubles. 38 more were home runs. He had 127 RBIs this season. He scored 79 times. 2 steals, which is actually really impressive for him. That's like a career high. He was walked 80 times. He struck out 86 times, which is not super high, especially considering when he swings hard, so you're not checking swings.
Well, obviously, if you get that many home runs, you're swinging hard.
Yeah. He had a 315 average, a 401 on-base percentage, a 620 slugging average, and a 1.021 OPS.
I'd take it.
At like 40 years old. That is actually, like, in his entire career, that's in top 5 seasons for OPS.
So that's about prime time for the south side of Chicago to have him. They like to hire... No, wait, they'll need him in like 2 more years after he's washed up. That's what they do.
Well, he's retired. He's done.
Well, I mean, wait 2 more years and then the White Sox will hire him.
That's as if he's not still working for the commissioner at that point.
True.
But yeah, no, in his career, he has hit 541 home runs.
Same.
And 632 doubles.
That's a solid career.
Yeah, he's had just shy of 2,500 hits in his career, and his career batting average is a 286, and that's in almost 20 seasons.
It's a lot of plate appearances.
2,400 games, 10,091 plate appearances, 1,768 RBIs in his career.
Nice.
17 stolen bases in his career. That's less than 1 per season.
That's like my type of numbers right there. No, I wouldn't even have that.
He's been walked 1,300 times.
Yeah.
His
Probably
career high.
Majority of those since 2003.
Yes. In 2006, which is his career high home run season, he had. That's a career. 2006 was a career high season for him for a lot of things. In that season, he had 137 RBIs and 54 home runs. He was walked 119 times. That's a lot.
That is, yes.
But yeah, no. Like, when you have a hitter like that on your team, how are you not winning the World Series?
Well, you would hope.
Like...
White Sox could screw it up.
Yeah.
Hey, Harley.
I don't really have any other topics for tonight.
I have a topic.
What's your topic?
What's your topic, Sam?
Whether or not people should get Skyrim remastered.
Is it
Service
worth
F?
it if I don't have all of the DLC and I would have to purchase it?
Yes. This is saying that you didn't get it for free from the Steam PC. I would say wait until it goes on sale. Don't pay full price. It's basically just a massive retexture with a few bug fixes.
I
but
mean, that's
it's
what remastered means.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's worth some money, not full price.
What's full price?
I believe it's 60.
The common. Okay.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same thing that I paid for Skyrim, except I did not pay that much for Skyrim. I waited for a sale for Skyrim.
I got everything for like $25, and now I got Skyrim Remastered
Oh.
for free.
Wait a second.
So-
Where is Skyrim in my inventory? Does it have a different thing in front of its Elder Scrolls Skyrim?
It'll say
I've literally played Skyrim for 78 minutes.
I have 46 hours logged in on regular Skyrim, another 15 on Special Edition, and another 214 from my PlayStation.
You want to be disgusted, Sam? I have 40 hours logged in Goat Simulator.
I don't know
I only
how
have
to react to
200
that.
And another hour in Bear Simulator.
I have
Do you
233
remember that
in
video I
Rebirth.
made for the What the Hell is Greg Playing on Bear Simulator? You get to be a bear and just eat stuff.
Okay.
You get to exist as a bear. Like, I don't know how to explain that better.
It's pretty straightforward.
I have 320 hours in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and I have like 7 hours in Counter-Strike Source. But my previous Steam account that I lost the login for, I probably had about 600 hours in Counter-Strike Source.
I have 235 in Global Offensive.
I have almost 700.
Forever Silver too.
Yeah, let's talk about that
Forever.
for a minute.
So
Tim,
talk about
you get the worst teams I have ever seen.
I do. Yes, it's a curse.
Like, oh my god, what video was it I was watching the other day?
Pick one. I mean, they're all.
It was the CS:GO Forever Silver 2.
Truth. Truth.
That was awful. That the MW.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then
There was another kid on that team that was just.
they were so squeaky. And then you
See,
had
I
your
don't mind-
CS:GO F me that got to like 50 views because of your awesome
Yeah.
title.
I don't know what that's about, but there was a dude that's got like 3,500 subscribers that commented on it or something like that.
Oh, it's not
Or-
showing me any comments on that. There's just like 2 comments and it's just not showing them to me.
Really?
Yeah, because they're not like
Oh.
public or something. Did you not approve them?
Maybe I have to. Maybe I should go look to see exactly what they say.
See if
It
you
might be
want to approve
spam.
them.
Yeah, it's probably just spam. Hey, your channel's great. Come check out mine. Sub for sub crap.
Come check out mine and give me more
Yeah, no.
subscribers so I can say I'll subscribe to you and then not subscribe to you. Mwahaha.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. Sorry.
No,
You have
sub
to
for sub
earn
is
my
not a
subscription.
thing. Yup. Sub for sub is not a thing.
Impress me. It doesn't take much to
In
impress
fact,
me.
I wish I could manually go through my subscriber list and eliminate people from it. Like, I wish I could get stats of my subscriber list and like get like who's actually watching.
Yeah.
So I can go through and be like, this person hasn't watched anything in a year. So I can actually have an accurate reflection of audience. Because like
Yeah, that-
legitimately, I have like 10 active people.
I have somewhere around there.
And I have like 500 subscribers.
It's 700, and I get anywhere between 8 to 50 views. Usually more around 8.
Yeah. If I go back and look at my past couple of videos, 4, 15, 22, 31, 18, 3, 6, 9, 8, 7, 12, 7, 270.
8675309.
Basically, I forgot the bomb code again.
Right.
But like, it's all over the place. It's like clearly none of my subscribers are active. Like, why didn't I get hit by the YouTube purge that happened that everyone was complaining about? Why didn't I lose like 400 subscribers. Because if I had 100 subscribers and I was getting an average of like 10 to 20 views a video, that would make sense. Because, you
Yeah.
can expect that like 10% of your subscribers are active.
Yeah.
So if I was a 100 sub channel, that would make sense. But I'm a 500
Yes.
subs channel, so I should be getting at least 50 views a video.
I feel you.
You should be getting like 70 to 80 a video.
I should. Yeah.
But, we do giveaways, which means we get spikes in subscribers, and then they never come back.
Yep. I get that with my Twitch followers, though. Not so much YouTube. That doesn't affect my YouTube.
Actually, you know what's obnoxious, like, in my opinion, is when I was a smaller channel, used to get more, not just a higher percentage, I used to get more views per video back in the day.
Yeah, back when you used to be funny.
Yeah, well, I was never funny. Actually, if I go back and take a look at this, it might be pre-Big Box that I used to get, like, views.
Blame Big Box.
Yeah. Like, my first couple of videos, like, the smallest number of views on my first, like, 8 or 9 videos is, like, 25.
Is that just because they're older?
I don't know. Because, like, they're not actively viewed, like, recently if I look at my stats. Like, one of my first couple of videos I ever posted is at, like, 112 views. And
I've been getting some views recently on some older videos that I'm like, why are you watching that video out of nowhere? It's just like, why? I don't understand it.
Like, the last time that this video was viewed was like a year ago.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't get it.
YouTube's weird.
Alright. Well, I hate to be a buzzkill, but I am tired.
Yeah, that's fair.
I am gonna go to bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
See ya, Sam. Welcome
Peace out.
back.
Sayonara. Yes, welcome back.
Thank you.
Oh boy, he's about to break the
Night.
everything. Sam, wait. Could you just mute your microphone and I will end the call when we get off so that I don't have to fix Tim for the rest of the
Yeah.
show? I appreciate that.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Not
Night.
that we're talk to you later, Sam.
All right.
Not that we're probably much longer for the GNL show here, but
Just for the however much time left. Yeah, I hear you.
yep.
That's
You
good.
know,
Glad he's back.
some people actually care about that, unlike Gordo.
I don't think that he doesn't care. I just think he doesn't.
I just think he forgets.
Yeah. Which, yeah, it's fine. I
It's like
forget
the other
stuff
day
all
he
the
went
time.
to click mute and he accidentally turned off his video. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Oh man, that annoyed me.
Every village has one.
That is true. Oh.
What are you going to play in the meantime before I jump back on?
I'm gonna definitely play some Minecraft. I'm probably gonna play some Toontown because I reinstalled that today. I might play some Left 4 Dead 2 with the Arcadius guys.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on doing any Counter-Strike till you get back on.
All right, cool.
Because I don't feel like playing a bunch of that for the next 6 hours, or for the next 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours.
Yeah, I think you'd be suicidal, Ash.
I mean, you got to assume that's roughly 14 or 15 games if I just played for the next 10 hours.
That's a lot.
I would probably be a silver 1 by the end of it. Like, if I'm being honest.
D-rank 3 spots.
I mean, D-ranking 3 times in 15 games is not impossible.
No.
Especially as I become less and less functional as we go. Maybe I'll have to play on my alt when we play later.
See, that's what I did this morning. I played on my alt just in case because I'm like, number one, I've never played with my glasses on. Number two, it's so damn early in the morning.
Yeah, I might play on my alt then. Did I tell you the other day I got called a filthy smurf because I was playing on my alt, which is a silver 2 right now, because I'm a silver 4. I was a filthy smurf, and it wasn't fair that I was dropping 35 kills.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Like, that's because that's the worst thing I could have done, right?
Yes.
As it is, we tied that game anyways. Like, for 5 rounds, I literally just sat and spawned. I was like, okay, cool. You want to give me a hard time? Go have fun.
I'm gonna sit here
Or,
and
like,
not do.
it was on Mirage, so I'd, like, go to A site and grab, like, 1 frag to even it to be 4v4, and then I'd just go back to spawn and be like, have fun. Funny how once they started losing, it was no longer I was a dirty smurf.
Right.
And I managed to get us from, like, I wasn't recording, unfortunately. I should have recorded. That would have been funny. But we were from, like, I think it was when they were like 13 or 14 rounds that they started being like, come on, man, you got to play the game. I got us from, like,
Fun.
We were down like 13 or 14 to like 8 or 9. And I brought us back to like 14, 15 us. And I think we just lost the last round.
It's funny how their tune changes.
Right? When they realize they're trash.
The trash, kid.
You trash, kid. Man. So I've had more charter problems today.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just glad it hasn't affected the stream yet, because in the hour or so that I've been streaming, I haven't dropped any frames, knock on wood. So that's, I'm happy about that.
Yeah. What issues did you have earlier?
It's just, like, when I was watching streams today, like, trying to moderate and stuff, like, streams were just stupid stuttery.
Huh.
That being said, in the middle of the day, I did reset my router just because I had to unplug it to... so we had more solar panels installed earlier this week. We had them install, like, another 30 panels.
Damn.
But since it's... So we're up to, like, just shy of 50 on our roof now in total.
Holy hell.
But from the time that they installed the last 20, they've changed the system over. So we basically had to get, like, new components installed. So, like, half of the panels are the older, less efficient panels now.
Okay.
And then there's the newer ones. So, like, you know the gray electrical meter boxes? We have 3 of those on the side of our house. So
are they going the opposite way now? Are you selling power back to the electric company?
In the winter we usually do. And that was just with the 20-something panels before. Now we have like 50. Damn. So we're going to be capturing sun literally all day long now. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it go backwards. During the summer, in July, when we were running the pool filter every day and ACs every day, I think our electric bill for the month was only like $80.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
So we might not have an electric bill in the summer next year.
I'll be getting paid.
That would be awesome. That would be great, actually. But
the bills, Harley.
Yeah, so they had to install a new component for communication with their system, so they know, like, usage and stuff wirelessly, as opposed to having to check our meter.
Yep.
And that has to be connected up to the router. So we needed the little panel, because I have a panel mounted on the side of the cabinet in the office downstairs, so that we can mount any networking equipment on there that we need to without having to destroy the cabinet.
Okay.
So I had to put a new panel up to fit the new equipment. So I had to disconnect everything and put the new panel up and mount everything to the new panel. And after that, it seemed to be fixed. So I don't know if it was actually a router problem or a charter problem. And then earlier today, when I was talking to Sam, I had a problem where everything got super robot-y. Like, everything sounded really robot-y. Like, every audio on my computer.
Really?
Like, if I watched a YouTube video and tried to listen to that, it was super robot-y. Sam was super robot-y. Stream was super robot-y. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Huh.
The Windows driver for my Scarlet Solo messed up.
Oh.
So, yeah. That was obnoxious.
Windows?
Yeah, darn you, Windows. Alright, well, if we call it a wrap here on the GNL show, you can get about 5 hours of sleep before you join back up.
That sounds perfecto.
So I think we will call it a show. So if you are
Alrighty.
watching this on the stream tonight, please go to bigboxgamers.com/extra life. Show your appreciation by giving to the kids. Every
For the
dollar
kids.
helps. You
Every
know,
dollar.
if every single person that follows us on YouTube and social media and Twitch would give $1, we would far surpass our goal.
Yes.
Come on, it's $1. Who can't afford $1?
Right. $1.
Let's.
For the kids.
I went over to the Arcadius stream, right? And
Yes.
they actually saw me in the chat this time.
Ooh.
They were trying to convince me to donate $100 again this year, like I did last year.
I bet they were.
This year, the punishment is Nola is going to eat an entire 2-pound Rice Krispie treat. That's not as much of a punishment as a block of Velveeta. That's not as enticing. Nowhere near as enticing.
No.
So I was like, nah, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna match Tim's donation on ours instead.
There you go.
So we will raise probably about 100 in total, I think, this year, unless we get some nice donation surges this evening. Which, if I was smart, I would have actually been watching our chat throughout the show.
I've been watching the chat, and there hasn't been
There
anybody
is
in
a
it.
chat. Okay. Yeah. So we will hit. Yeah, we will hit about $100 this year. So that'll be good. I should have set the goal at 100 as opposed to 250, but I was like, we have multiple personalities helping out with the stream this year. And I figured, what the hell, shoot for the moon.
Doesn't hurt to try.
If you shoot for the moon and miss, you still land amongst the stars. Except that's false.
Gravity.
No. Stars are so far apart.
True.
Because stars are all solar systems, man. And frankly, I don't want to land anywhere near a freaking sun.
No, that's too hot for me.
That does not sound like a good time. So, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
sir.
Go ahead, head on over to bigboxgamers.com/extra life. Please donate. It would be much appreciated. It's for the children.
For the kids.
If you're watching this live, subsequently, you can click on the link below to be brought to that donation page. If you're watching this afterwards and it's well past extra life, just go ahead and leave a like if you liked it, and if you disliked it, well, still leave a like. We don't care. We don't mind.
I care a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Really helps us out. And we will see you guys in the next video.
Peace.